What's going on, guys? gfunkyboxing here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit that notification bell. It's prediction time, and this is the big one here for women's boxing, what some fans are calling the biggest fight in women's boxing history. Undisputed at lightweight, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. And I think this fight is definitely going to live up to the hype, because I think this is a fantastic matchup. Two champions, two really good fighters, and I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on this one. So let's start off with the tail of the tape, like always. Amanda Serrano, I'm going to start off with her. 42 wins, 1 loss, 30 KOs. She also has a draw, and she's age 33, 5'5", with a 65-inch reach. And the undisputed champion at lightweight, Katie Taylor, 20 wins, no losses, no draws, 6 wins by knockout. She's 35 years old, 5'5", with a 66-inch reach. So, right off the bat, the first thing that we see here between these two fighters is we have an orthodox versus southpaw. So we have an opposite open stance fight here. And let's break this thing down. First, I want to start off with Amanda Serrano. What I see from her, look, very accomplished champion in women's boxing. She's going to go down in history as one of the best women boxers to ever do this thing. 7-division world champion, and she's going up in weight and challenging the undisputed champion in a division where she's got all the belts. And credit to her, man. A lot of credit to her. And she's I'm just gonna put it out there, in my opinion, she is a banger, the definition of a banger. She comes in great shape every fight, and she looks to go in there, break down her opponents, and get them out of there as quick as possible. She's very good offensively. There's not a punch that she doesn't throw in there. She throws with a lot of power. She has tremendous footwork also. Both these fighters have tremendous footwork, but just in different ways. Serrano has great balance, great at coming forward, cutting off the ring, and she's able to keep those feet down to get leverage into those power shots. And to be a power puncher, that's what you have to do, and she does a tremendous job at doing that. Defensively, I think she's pretty good, but I do see some flaws. The one thing that stands out to me right away is, now I don't know if this is due to her just overwhelming opponents and not having to worry about return fire, but what I notice is when she is running off these nice combinations that she throws to the body and the head, I don't really see her move her head a lot. I see her head standing straight there in the middle a lot of the times, and I think that's going to be a problem here in this fight. So now let's go over to Katie Taylor. She's also very accomplished in the sport of boxing. She's an Olympian, a medalist. She's an undisputed champion in her division. She's a really good boxer offensively. Great footwork, great balance. I love the way that she fights out of the traditional stance. Left hand out, pawing away. Looking to gauge distance with her opponent. She throws really good feints, and I really love the way that she throws her shots. Very sharp, very fast, good counter puncher. She can even bang on the inside a little bit. I seen her with Pursuit, able to hang in there, who's a pretty big girl, and she's able to hold her own in there. One of the things that before I get into the weaknesses, I'm sorry, but I want to say is I really love the way that she uses her jab. She sets up her nice left hook. I think that's her best punch, is her left hook. But I also feel like she has a really good right hand that she uses to counter with a lot. Good upper body movement as well. She's a very polished fighter. The one thing that I feel is a weakness for her is sometimes I feel like she can be lured into a brawl. And look, she's been able to hold her own when she is involved in these type of fights. So it's not really much of a weakness, but it's something that could come back to haunt her. You know, you could be in there with somebody and go to war with them, and might be the wrong person to go to war with. Will that happen this fight? I don't know. We'll find out this Saturday. So here's what I'm gonna do, man. My prediction. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the undisputed champion. I think she's gonna defend her crown, and I think Katie Taylor's gonna win this fight. And I think she's gonna win it on points, because I have a feeling that she's gonna be able to get the cleaner shots in on Amanda Serrano. See, the thing with aggressive fighters is, you know, they come forward and they look to bang, they look to throw shots, but they also leave a lot of opportunities because they're letting go of those hands, you know? And Katie Taylor is a great counterpuncher. She's very sharp. And I have a feeling that early on in the fight, Serrano's going to find it a little difficult to find Taylor. I think Taylor's going to, you know, put her on notice right away as, like, you can't just walk right in on me like you have been these other girls and think you're just going to walk me down. So Serrano's team, I hope that they're prepared for that, you know, to not just think that they can just walk right in and just blow through Katie Taylor. I think they're going to have a long night if that's the case. So I think they're prepared to give away some rounds, try to pick it up mid-rounds, and then later on hopefully try to break Katie Taylor down. But I just don't think that's going to be the case. I feel like Taylor is very, very sharp with those shots, very good. I think she has underrated power, man. I think that when Serrano gets hit with shots that she doesn't see, she's going to be a little hesitant to just rush right in like she does on these other women. Now, I'm not saying she's just going to give up. I think she's going to continue to try. I think she's going to have some moments. She's going to win some rounds, but I just don't think it's going to be enough at the end of the day. I think the counter-punching ability, the good head movement, and the ring generalship of Katie Taylor will prevail in this fight. And, you know, if Taylor can't handle the pressure, it's going to be a long night for her as well. And plus, I think that, you know, Serrano, I hear a lot of people saying that, you know, she's definitely the power puncher in this fight. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know if that's for sure. I know she's had a lot of fights in lower weight classes. You know, she hasn't had many fights in this division. So, you know, is she really the harder puncher? I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that she can't crack. I think she can. I mean, Taylor just can't stand there and let her hit her, you know. But, yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. So, you know, we'll see what happens this Saturday night. I'm excited for this fight. I'm glad that they decided to put the main event on before the other main event this Saturday night, so us boxing fans win again, and that's great. And look, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know every time I go live. I will be live after the fight to do my post-fight call-in show, so make sure you're there. Call in. We can talk about these fights that happen, and who knows, maybe I'll be live during the fights. I don't know. I'm still decided on that, but that's my prediction, guys. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Again, new to the channel, subscribe, hit the like button.